If you've ever felt moody, anxious, or completely drained right before your period, or struggled to get pregnant even when your labs look normal, low progesterone might be the missing piece. Most women are told their hormone levels are fine, but what's considered normal isn't always optimal. I'm Mariah, and I help women with PCOS and fertility challenges finally get clear answers about their hormones, so they can restore ovulation and get pregnant naturally even after years of trying. Today you'll learn exactly what progesterone does, how it affects your cycle, your mood, and your fertility, and most importantly, how to support your body to make more of it naturally. So first, let's dive into what progesterone actually does. Progesterone is one of those hormones that quietly does everything right until it's missing. Progesterone is produced after ovulation by a small but mighty gland called the corpus luteum. Basically, once the follicle releases its egg, it transforms into the corpus luteum, which then secretes hormones, especially progesterone, to prepare the body for a potential pregnancy. Progesterone keeps your uterine lining strong and ready for implantation. It also soothes the nervous system and supports a restful sleep. On top of that, it balances estrogen, helping to prevent heavy periods and mood swings. And if you're trying to conceive, progesterone is crucial for maintaining early pregnancy until the placenta takes over. Without enough progesterone, your body will often feel unsettled. You might experience PMS, anxiety, or short luteal phases, spotting, or that feeling of frustration like your body is off, even when blood tests say otherwise. Now, low progesterone isn't necessarily the root cause. It's a signal that something upstream, like ovulation quality, stress, or nutrient status, needs attention. Let's talk about why progesterone can drop in the first place. So as we previously mentioned, progesterone only rises if ovulation did occur. And sometimes ovulation doesn't happen regularly, which means there's no corpus luteum to produce progesterone. And this is common in PCOS, thyroid imbalances, or during periods of high stress. Even when ovulation does occur, your body still might not make enough progesterone if you're under eating, following a restrictive diet, constantly stressed, sleeping inconsistently, or dealing with inflammation that affects ovarian health. You can almost think of it like a traffic jam on the hormone highway. The signals can't move efficiently, and progesterone production slows down. Now, the good news, when we address the root causes, your body knows exactly what to do. And you can absolutely support your body to make more of its own progesterone, and it all starts with the basics. So first, we're going to dive into nutrition. Your hormones need calories, protein, and healthy fats to function properly. So every meal should include quality protein to stabilize blood sugar, healthy fats for hormone building blocks, and enough total calories. Cholesterol in particular is the backbone of all steroid hormones, including progesterone. So getting enough in your diet is essential. If your body senses scarcity, it downshifts reproduction to conserve energy. And most women seriously underestimate this next one. Your hormones reset overnight. Without 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, your luteal phase can shorten, ovulation stops, and energy levels plummet. Poor sleep also spikes cortisol, which can further interfere with progesterone production. And a few simple tweaks can make a really big difference. You could consider setting a bedtime alarm, not just a morning one, to keep your sleep schedule consistent, because your body thrives on routine and consistency. You should also aim to keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. And creating a structured bedtime routine, it could look like anything from dimming the lights, putting away screens, or even just winding down with relaxing activities. And the less light exposure before bed, the better, because even small amounts of light can interfere with your body's natural hormone rhythm. Sleep sets the stage for your hormones to reset, but movement is what keeps them running smoothly. Gentle strength training and moderate cardio improves insulin sensitivity, which is a key player in healthy ovulation and overall hormone balance. And the goal is definitely to not push yourself to exhaustion. If your workouts leave you exhausted and not energized, then that's a sign to start scaling back a little bit. Think of exercise as fuel for your hormonal system, not something that drains it. The right balance supports energy, stabilizes blood sugar, and helps your body maintain regular cycles. So by combining good sleep with supportive movement, you're giving your body the best chance to produce progesterone efficiently and to keep your reproductive system functioning optimally. And then once those foundations are in place, certain nutrients can actually make a big difference for progesterone and ovulation. So vitamin B6 supports the corpus luteum, the very gland that produces progesterone. And magnesium helps relax the nervous system and keep stress hormones in check like cortisol. And zinc and omega-3s do more than just support general health. They also play a key role in reproductive function. They both help to improve egg quality and reduce inflammation, which can otherwise block or disrupt ovulation. And healthy ovulation is critical because it is what leads to the formation of a strong corpus luteum, the very gland that's responsible for producing progesterone. And without a robust corpus luteum, progesterone levels can remain low, making it harder for your body to maintain the uterine lining and support early pregnancy. And herbal supports can also be quite helpful, but there is an important caution. Herbs like chaste tree, also known as vitex, or other herbs like rhodiola, schisandra, celery root, or evening primrose oil can support progesterone hormone balance when used at the right time in your cycle. However, not all herbs are safe during pregnancy, so if you're trying to conceive, always get personalized guidance before adding them in. So, if you've optimized your nutrition, sleep, and stress, but still see low progesterone, that's the moment to dig deeper. Functional testing can look at thyroid, insulin, and other hormones that influence ovulation. Because remember, progesterone only rises after a healthy ovulation. So the real goal isn't just raising progesterone. It's supporting ovulation so your body can make it naturally and sustain it. One of the women I worked with had labs that almost looked picture perfect, but she still couldn't get pregnant. What was interesting was her luteal phase was only 9 days long, which is a clear sign of low progesterone. So once we made some tweaks, she began eating enough protein, boosting her vitamin D, adding zinc, and optimizing her overall nutrition, and then everything started to shift. Her cycles lengthened, her skin improved as she was struggling with acne, and then just 3 to 4 months later, she sent me a message with her positive pregnancy test. And then 9 months after that, she welcomed a healthy baby boy. And this is a beautiful reminder. When you give your body what it's been missing, it responds. So to recap, progesterone is your body's calm, steady hormone. It balances mood, supports fertility, and keeps your cycle stable, and only rises if ovulation occurred during that luteal phase of your menstrual cycle. To improve it naturally, we need to eat enough protein, prioritize healthy fats, manage stress, and get deep restorative sleep. We also need to consider movement and adding in supportive nutrients once the foundations are in place. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I share weekly videos on fertility, hormone balance, and PCOS support. See you in the next video.